What up, everybody? It's AtomBomb0501 here, and today we're playing Abiotic Factor. This is a game, it's pretty interesting. It's basically a survival game. Think Half-Life, Black Mesa, but instead of playing as, main character Gordon Freeman, you're playing as one of the scientists stuck in the facility that's, going to hell. So, let's get started here. I have played it before. This is going to be a new run here with you guys, so, let's, sure. Hell on earth. Why not? Why not, you know? We're just gonna be going with standard settings today. That's how I played it before. Nothing too crazy, nothing too complicated. It's pretty mellow and balanced. In Abiotic Factor, your character is saved on a per-world basis. This means your character's traits, skills, items, equipment, and progress are tied to a given server. Visual customization is stored locally and carried between servers. You need to select a job and starting traits for your character with each new world, which you'll do now. I believe last time I went with the Fence Analyst, just because he has a lot of good starting, fighting traits, which in this game, there are alien threats in the facility, so I thought it was pretty useful. I mean, we could go crazy and go Summer Intern, which has no points whatsoever. Let's see what we got here. We got Lab Assistant, which gives us, so it gives you suggested roles. It looks like this one is stealth. I'm not much of a stealth guy, but it basically gives you points to sprinting, sneaking, and strength. We have the epimedical bionomicist, who is the medic, but we won't need a medic because we're playing it single player. And first aid really just is pretty easy to grab in this game. Trans-kinematic researcher, defensive combat. That might be a play, just because I want to go more of a combat role, but I don't want to play the same thing I played before. We have Architectic Consultant. It looks like they're the builders. They do construction, strength, and crafting. Yeah, so just a real builder. Phytogenetic Botanist. They look like gardeners. Frankly, when I played, more focused on pushing through the game rather than gardening. This game does have a storyline. It's not just a pure survival game. There is a story. There is stuff you have to... Basically, there always is a next step. We have a Somatic Gastrologist, which looks like they're the chef. Again, more of a multiplayer role. We have a Paratheoretical Physicist, which it looks like they're good with throwing weapons and, crafting and stuff like that. This might be useful. I don't know if it counts the crossbow as a throwing weapon, but it looks like you also get points to reloading, which is pretty important because the crossbow is a major weapon in the game, but it's pretty slow to reload. Maybe, I'm not thinking Summer Intern this time around. Maybe a run where we play a Summer Intern, just start with absolutely nothing, would be kind of crazy. I'm gonna be going with the trans-kinematic researcher. For someone with 2 PhDs, you're surprisingly robust. You're quick and kinetically resilient, decently fit, and can take a few knocks. Your autonomic system, is under control. We get 8 starting points, it looks like. So this game kind of has, if you guys are familiar with Project Zomboid, it kind of has the same skill tree. So basically you can choose positive traits. However, you can only have so many before you're out of points, and if you choose negative traits, it gets you more points. Problem is a lot of these suck. A lot of these are really bad. For example, Slow Learner is okay, yeah, I can still learn things, but recipes are huge in the game. Recipes are how you learn half the things, and you can't learn things through recipes as Slow Learner. Slow Healer is just bad. Weak Bladder is okay, however, toilets are not few and far between, but they're not common either. Hemophilia is just pretty self-explanatory. Bleeding's common, pretty bad. Dry skin. Thirst is pretty easy to conquer. So we're probably going to take this because there's a lot of water machines around, so dry skin's going to be good. Food is kind of a challenge just because there's not a whole lot of it in most areas. There are certain cafeterias and stuff where food's more prevalent, but most areas don't really have anything aside from a couple candy bars, or you can kill aliens for meat, but that's more of a mid-game thing. You attract enemy attention 45% faster. We do not want that. There are some enemies that will absolutely run you over towards the start of the game. Asthmatic is not good. You want to be able to loop enemies. Narcoleptic, we don't want to waste daylight. Feeble, for obvious reasons, it makes us... We break our bones more often. We have less max health, which is not good. And fear of violence means we can't really get more into our combat skill, which we do not want. So let's see what we can take here. Bladder of Steel is not really necessary. Again, bathrooms are like, they're like pretty much right in the middle. They're not rare. They're not common. Light Eater. There is enough food. I can manage. We don't need first aid certification, although we start with bandages if we take it, which might be good. We'll take it. Starting with bandages is pretty good. Thick-skinned, bleeding injuries are pretty common. Let's see what we got here. We don't want to be... Sneaking is not our specialty, so we don't really want that. I don't like being up at night. At night, a lot more creatures spawn, so there's not really a point in taking Night Owl when we can just sleep and go to daytime. Wrinkly Brain Meat might be good. Gain 20% more XP than normal. It's always good to buff up things, but we can also take Decathlon Competitor, and all fitness-related spells move at a faster rate. We start with Sprinting 3. There's also Self-Defense, which we deal extra damage with all melee weapons. However, we get the crossbow pretty early on, so not really needed. Buff Brainiac gives us Strength, which allows us to carry more weight. I'm thinking, personally, Wrinkly Brain Meat. I want more points, and then we have one available point, but I don't really want to take Weak Bladder to get the 2, and the rest of them are just not really worth it, so... Alright. Into the facility we go. Normally there is a tutorial, which like leads you through this elevator. It basically just teaches you the basics of the game. It was kind of a fun little tutorial.
I don't think we've met.
I don't think we met either, buddy. I'm brand new here.
Ah, you're stuck here too, eh?
Yes, sir.
I came down from level 8 for a coffee. Now I'm locked in here for God knows how long.
I'll get you out, brother.
It'll be those fools on level 3 overreacting again.
I'm sure they're overreacting.
Looks like Jaeger's locked out.
Jaeger, got it.
See if you can let him in. Maybe he knows what's happened. But take your time. He's insufferable.
Insufferable, eh? Okay. So in this game, you can learn about people, like we just learned about Dr. Ulrich Thule. Basically, there's different, you have a gate compendium, and then there's, like, people. And so Dr. Ulrich will be right here. Gives you a little bit about him. He's a physicist, copy aficionado, committed cynic. So, guys, sad all the time. No wonder. Okay. Don't need anything. Vending machines, you have money and you can buy snacks. They eventually run out. They're a good food source if you can't find anything else, as long as you have the money for it. Okay, doors are locked. Bathroom right there. Good as sight. We need a screwdriver to package. Okay. So we can make paper scraps and a throw net. Throw nets are good against creatures. Basically, you can throw them over, and there's these little guys. They're going to be our first enemy we face. They like are little like roly-poly type dudes, and they jump at you, and you can throw this on them and stomp on them, basically. So we have the flow, transit, and we have storage. Storage is going to have goodies, so we'll want to head in here. And so yeah, whenever you pick an item up, you learn things about it. So we just learned how to make a splint and a landing cushion. Got tech scrap. You can dismantle grates for metal scraps. A little chirping sound is a little guy, and I'm not looking forward to dealing with him. I think he's coming from in here, though. Yeah, there's a little guy right there. Oh, no, the chirping, that's right. The chirping comes from these guys. They're basically reversed of the, they're reverse of the dudes, from the original Half-Life game that, like, stick on the ceiling. They're basically the same thing, but they are on the floor and they'll grab you and pull you in and deal damage. These guys are a really big threat early on. A carbuncle. Entity, I know that. Carbuncle. IS-0171A is to be isolated by a perimeter cordon with a radius of 12 feet or greater at all times. No personnel may approach within 10 feet unless wearing full face and body protective wear. Full decontamination required. Yeah, so basically they stab you and they poison you. Not fun. These guys are the troublemakers. But you can just do this. Stomp. Done. We're going to dismantle this. Always want to be picking up goodies in this game. Inventory space is not infinite, but it's pretty frugal. Ooh, good lord, if I can get there. To start, because you have 10 spaces, 12 spaces, and then your bar. So, it's not like a ton of inventory, but you don't have to be, things stack pretty high in this game, so you don't have to be too worried about it. So yeah, those guys are called pesky. Perfect. Screwdriver is really important. It allows you to dismantle things and move them around. And they don't break. They don't have durability, so pretty cool. Yeah, these pipes, you can dismantle them. They give you, it'll allow us to basically make a pipe bat, I believe, is what we learned from this. No, boom bait is what we learned first, but typically in survival games, it's not the best to work with explosives. We got computers. They'll teach you things sometimes. Like if you go to email, if you have these little JPEGs, they'll teach you things. Cooking. Hey, Imamura. I'm looking for a gift for a friend of mine who loves cooking. Any thoughts? They want to be a chef? Give them a knife. Until you chop it up, you can't cook it. And then it loads a little JPEG, and it will teach you, like I just learned how to make a ship. Crafting, basically, tab hits the whole menu. Hotkey is C, so you can hit C and craft. I need pens to make the ship. Alarm is loud. Pretty sure there's a creature in here. See, and they lunge at you. And sometimes, if it's dark, they're very hard to see. We're gonna make some more stuff here. Cushion chest plate's good if we can, but we need a crafting bench, which comes later. We have a knife, so now we have a pretty good weapon. However, got some ice cream.
It's absolutely Siberian.
However, the knife's good, but against the small guys, you just really want to keep using the throw nets. Don't know. Whoa. I got lucky there. Here we got plastic scrap, paper, always good. Cooked pork chop, yummy. We're gonna want to eat this before it goes bad. We got a frying pan. Doesn't give us any new ideas. It's not really worth keeping around, so we're gonna toss it. Got a chef's hat. Heyo. And a chef's apron. Better than nothing. Nope. I did not mean to do that. Okay. Let's see, what else do we got? Another frying pan here. Another frying pan there. Looks like we're pretty good here. What's in here? A paper scrap. Always good. And we do have the ability. It looks like there was a gate there. However, these are always good because these healing syringes are crucial, and eventually those iodine tablets are going to be crucial as well. Door's locked from the side. That's what this is for.
Hello, over here.
Yes, hello, friend. Boom. Boom.
You're going to leave me standing here?
Yes, I am. Until I finish looting this place, sir. You are stuck there. Now we have to fight one of the
Someone
little hounds.
needs to sort this out. Oh, you're new.
Yeah, I am, actually.
Looks like that little pest damaged the power system. Can you get someone to fix it? But hurry, would you? I'm not enjoying standing around out here. It
Yeah,
was
well, maybe I'll leave it
hours
here,
last
buddy.
time,
How about that?
and I don't feel safe at all.
Yeah, so we need to make a door control module, which require... sorry, we need to make an energy brick for the door control module. So this is where we learn crafting. So we can head to the security room, pick up some of this stuff here. See what I mean? Like, my inventory's full, but I'm just able to pick up so much stuff. Awesome. Yeah, so... Ooh, desk leg's good. Can make stuff out of that. Broken, feel free to use the spare parts. Z. Wonder what we're supposed to do with those. First things first, though, is it is crucial to gather as much supplies as possible. Coffee machine, basically the same thing as the vending machines. You can pay $1 to have a coffee. Makes you faster. Gets rid of tiredness. You know, the usual. Don't need salt, so... Okay, we are going to go ahead and get crafting going here. What we need is a crafting table, which is right here. So if you notice, some things are like they're well, icons are clear, and then other ones are like set in stone, like you can see exactly what they are. Well, the icons that are clear, you have to quote unquote discover how to make them, and so when you discover a new item, it teaches you slowly how to make it, and then you have to actually discover the items. So I believe it's the power supply, it's the duct tape, and it's the scrap metal. Nope. So you see, it says those two are right, but it's one of these two. And so it's going to be the metal pipe because the Giga Glue does not match the border. So, and then you learn it. Super simple, not too complicated, just a little cool thing that you can do. So we need a power supply unit, which is going to be in these computers. And all the other stuff's good too. Inventory's full. Okay, we're going to have to manage here. Some stuff. Really don't need the cafeteria trays, don't need the bio scraps, and the rest of it's pretty darn useful though. So we're gonna go ahead and take the power supply units, and then circuit boards are more useful than desk fans, so we'll take those as well. And then for crafting things, you have to use these, the little power sockets, and at night they shut off. You can't do anything that requires power at night. So I'll show you here. We're gonna craft this. Oh yeah, I don't have room for it. I should now, right? No? Thought I... Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna have to... We'll just pick something up again. We'll drop the plastic scraps. Pick up the crafting bench. And then we can place it pretty much wherever we'd like. I'm gonna place it right here. And then you have to build it. This is another reason screwdrivers are crucial, because you have to use them to build bigger things like this. Our man knows how to build, I tell you. 10 seconds, he got this thing built. Boom. And then you take the power socket, connect it direct, and you can use it. So we need to make the... So this just shows us how to make all this. We need the energy brick, though. Let's see if there's anything we can't make for our journey, though, real quick. I can now make cushion chest plates with cafeteria trays, so we're going to want one of those. Which I dropped them in here. Okay. I'll just drop the desk leg. We don't need it right now. Useful for making a frying pan later. Don't need it at the moment. And so if you notice this little gear, these are craftable items. So if I click on it, it'll tell me how to craft that item specifically at the bench. But usually, with most things, you don't need to do it. These again, so I can pick up my cushion chest plate. Oh yeah, looking spiffy, dude. What else do we got to do here? We can also sort them. I just looked through, because there's not enough yet to really have to sort through. I remember there being a shield. Yeah, plastic shield would be nice. I'm assuming it's going to be cloth scrap, cafeteria tray, and duct tape. Bingo. And we can make one with another cafeteria tray. Huge. Let's see here. And then so we can drop those. Pick up the shield. And now we have a little shield we can use as well. So if I equip like a knife, I can block with the shield. Pretty sweet. And now we just need to build this energy brick, which is, I believe it's a power supply unit, circuit board, tech scrap, and plastic scrap. Nope, it's case fan. Got it. So we have everything but the case fan. I know there's case fans in here. Let's go ahead and drop these cafeteria trays. We'll take the case fans for later as well. Craft the energy brick. Oh. Homie's a little freaking out there. I'm working on it, dude. Also, I don't want these recipes
You need to open the door
pinned anymore.
now.
So let's go ahead and
Just get it open.
interesting. Okay, it pinned my recipes anyway. So should I let you in?
Please.
Yeah, you said the magic word. We'll let him in. Yep. Man, guy got annihilated. Yeah, so notice how he just, like, they hit. Yeah, like, you can only get about one hit in before they really, show you what for. But you can also use these on them. And it muzzles them. So you can... I'm gonna head in here and regain some stamina. See, because the monsters are dumb and they can't open doors. Take that, imbecile. Alright, let's... Alright, round 2. Come on. I noticed my skills leveling up in the top left. Sorry, once we get the crossbow, these guys are a lot easier to take care of. I'm getting a little cocky here. I need to... See, then they run into things. Run. Back to regain some stamina again here. Oh, okay. Maybe I stand corrected. I guess he can bash through this. It's okay. It still buys me a little time to regen some stamina. Oh, we're going to actually want to use this syringe as well. While we have a moment. Oh, he's upset. He's upset. Got him. Oh, he only needed one more hit. And then you can also harvest them for meat, but we don't want to do that right now. Their meat's radiated, and you'll take radiation over time, so... I believe this dude has something to say about his friend dying. So we'll go take care of that real quick, and then we can also explore the other areas here as well if it lets us.
Oh my god. What happened to Jaeger?
He
didn't deserve that.
kicked the
I
bucket.
mean, not really.
Yeah, he kicked the bucket. Alright. I think we can... No, cannot go in flow transit. I don't think we want to either with that amount of blood there. Okay, but now we can go through here. Sorry, buddy.
Attention. Enhanced security
know you.
protocols.
Hey,
are
Warren.
now in
How you
effect.
doing, buddy?
Please locate security
Are you gonna let me in?
personnel and follow evacuation procedures.
Follow evacuation procedures. You got it. Alright, everybody, this is going to be the end of our first episode of Abiotic Factor.
here, mate.
If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you all next time.